जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है, आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी.
Hello and welcome back to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hitri Patel and we have our reviewers with us, Nikhil Morsawala, a man who never minces his word, and Narayan Pasari, the gentleman of analysis. Welcome to the show, sir. Let's go directly to the Arun Jaitley Stadium at Delhi Capitals, where Mumbai Indians lost to Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals ने 6 विकेट से उन्हें हराया. मुंबई ने 162 for 6 का टोटल किया था. Enough, not enough at Delhi. Was it competitive, Nikhil sir?
Yes. Before I come to the performance, I think team selection के ऊपर I just have to say something. Hardik wasn't well, so you don't have a choice. So you bring in somebody in his place. But what beats me honestly is is tinkering with a winning bowling combination. When you have a Bolt Bumrah combo, which was doing so well, and Trent Bolt is fit, why in the name of heaven would you drop him and bring him either Corbin? According to Surya Kumar Yadav, Corbin Ross came in place of Bolt, and Chahar came in place of Pandya, which I think is wonky. But if that's what he says, that's what he did. But bringing, why would you drop Bolt? Bolt and Bumrah का जो तालमेल, जो हम कहते हैं ना कि राम लखन की जोड़ी 1-2 का 4, ये जो तालमेल को नहीं तोड़ दिया. मैंने प्री शो में कहा था, प्री गेम शो में, कि आप रिकल्टन रोहित शर्मा का पैर मत तोड़िएगा. तो उसी ने ये जाके बॉलिंग में किया उन्होंने. इसीलिए आपने देखा कॉर्बिन बॉश वाज व्हाट ही गिव सम अनाप शनाप 40-50 रन कुछ दे दिए उन्होंने, और एक आध 2 विकेट लिए कि नहीं, ये भी कुछ क्लियर नहीं है. बट जब आप ऐसे व्हेन यू आर प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट अ चैंपियन टीम, you are playing in Delhi, you have to have your best people with you to combat that. Now, you know Hardik is not there. He's one of your key players, right? That is clear. Hardik nahi hai, injured hai. So that has to be sort of balanced out by ensuring your best bowlers are there. By ensuring that Bolt should have been there to complement Bumrah so that you could defend any score or bowl out the opposition for a lower score if you were batting first. So I think that bowling change, according to me, was not good. Probably a key element, one of the key elements in the loss. The second, of course, is the batting was lackluster. I think you had Richardson going out with hardly any score on the board. Everybody else struggling. Sky played well, but 140 average. I don't think anybody went above 150. And if you don't go above 150, which means you're a sub 180 at less than 9 runs per over, you're at 160, between 160 and 180. That's where you are. Then with a batting side like DC and a captain like Akshar Patel, you just can't expect to win. Unless they really mess it up in the chase. So I think the batting let them down. Plus they had a weaker bowling attack compared to the winning combination. See what DC did. No changes. Winning combination. If there's a winning combination, unless there's an injury, you don't fool around with these things. Hardik Pandya, again, understandable. But why Bolt? Again, I think this is something that the team management has to think about. It was not horses for courses. It was just something that they plucked out of the air. एक काम करते Bolt को बिठा दो, इसको ले लो. That doesn't work. And I think that's something that I was very upset about. And I think it was a game they could have won because they were put into bat by DC. And Sky said that I wanted to bat first, which means losing the toss didn't matter. He wanted to bat first, which I would also have done in his place. But they missed the opportunity of doing that, to going up to 200 with some very average batting, and then with that bowling attack without Bolt being there to support Bumrah, and Deepak Chahar coming in after a very long time. It didn't do badly, but Corbin Bosch was, again, he didn't bat well, he didn't bowl well. He still find his, he's a great player, no doubt about that. Still trying to find his mojo. So I think that's sort of upset the rhythm of the team. And Hardik also not being there, Surya Kumar coming in, leading, whatever. I think that I would say a very lackluster, below average performance from them. But to be expected from them, they play like that. one match brilliant, one match below par, one match supreme, and then 3-4 गेम हार जाएंगे, फिर 3-4 गेम जीत जाएंगे, इनका ट्रेंड रहा है। आप देखिए कंसिस्टेंसी मुंबई इंडियंस में है ही नहीं पहले से। और मुझे लगता है ये अब शायद हम जो फैंस हैं मुंबई इंडियंस को एक्सपेक्ट करना चाहिए, ये करने ही वाले हैं ऐसे हाराकीरी। So but sometimes you get so angry with all these changes that are man-made disasters that you want to vent out your frustration on these things. So I think very frustrating that we lost the game we should not have. But full marks to DC. We'll come to their performance. But otherwise, I think very lackluster. They have to put up their socks, Mumbai Indians, if at all they want to be there somewhere in the top five. All right.
Nalin sir.
So taking Nikhil's thought of consistency, we are chartered accountants. So the thought of consistency can be both positive and negative. कि वो ऐसे ही खेलेगा तो ये भी consistent है खेलेगा, और ये अच्छा खेलेगा तो ये consistent.
He is consistent, inconsistent.
आप again drawing, why should you break a combination? You take the example of Marsh and Makram. Pant came as an opener in that match. Pant came as an opener in that match, first match between where Marsh and Makram has been opening for long now. तो ये अगर आप opening combination को तोड़ोगे तो possibly it will have a ill effect on the thought process basically. So what went wrong for MI? Apart from what Nikhil mentioned, was the middle order collapse. अगर आप देखोगे तो जब रोहित आउट हुआ तभी मुंबई इंडियंस का स्कोर था 71 फॉर 3 और 9.3 ओवर्स हुए थे। का मतलब क्या था कि 10.3 ओवर्स बचे हैं, and where they ended at 162 for 6.
I'm just taking a break, excuse me for that, but please go ahead. I already given you my comments on this part, and I'd like to come in with the show in, but if I don't, please continue and come in for the other match. Thank you.
So if you see, they scored only 91 runs in 10.3 overs. आप देखो अच्छी टीम भी लास्ट 5 ओवर में 70-80 रन बनाती है। ये टीम ने 10.3 बनाए, खाली 91 रन बनाए। सो सी द डिफरेंस एक्चुअली। दूसरा ये है कि हार्दिक पांड्या का एब्सेंस भी काफी फेल्ट हुआ, एंड once you lose your captain for a particular match who has been your team's best finisher, was a massive blow for MI actually, क्योंकि वो लोअर से मिडल ऑर्डर के बीच में अच्छा फायर पावर देते हैं टीम को। Had he been there, I think the total could have been more by at least 15-20 runs. अगर आप देखोगे, even Surya Kumar Yadav also in the post match presentation, had mentioned that 180-185 रन बन सकते थे हमारे, would have been a better score actually. So one more thing was that this match was played on a pitch number 6, which they call, on black soil surface. So the same pitch where SRH had posted 278 for 3 against KKR in last year, same match. तो आप देखिए 278 and 162. So it was a subpar total. You can manage 100 रन से ऊपर ज्यादा रन कम बने हैं उधर वो हिसाब से। दूसरा एक जो मेरे को स्ट्रगल लग रहा है वो बुमराह की बॉलिंग का भी है। तो बुमराह जिस वेन्यूज पे खेले हैं 5 या प्लस IPL मैचेस, उनका वर्स्ट इकोनॉमी रेट अरुण जेटली स्टेडियम में है, ऑलमोस्ट 8.97 देखा जाए तो। सो जो MI का ट्रम्प कार्ड है, इफ ही इज नॉट एट हिज बेस्ट, ऑफ कोर्स इट विल हैव अ इफेक्ट ऑन द मैच इटसेल्फ देखा जाए तो। और क्या कहें रिजवी का, नथिंग टू बी। What happened that his onslaught went unchecked actually देखा जाए तो। He hit 90 of 41 balls, 51 deliveries, including 7 fours and 7 sixes.
Yes.
And none of the MI bowlers had any answer to his clean striking actually. And of course, it was his second consecutive 50, second consecutive player of the match. And if MI failed to, or any other team failed to get him early enough, I think he can change the game scores. This is what
That's
he did, yeah, वो हिसाब से. So the bottom line is that the below par score you put up without the captain, a flat pitch, you did not able to exploit, and a Sameer Rizvi's master class, so could be could not be stopped. So it was a tough day all around for MI. This is what I really thought about basically. Yeah,
definitely, sir. And Mukesh Kumar, he sort of helped slow the innings. उसकी उनकी पहली 2 ओवर में सिर्फ 12 रन दिए और 2 विकेट.
correct.
So overall he was, while not overall flashy क्योंकि बाद में 12 रन और दे दिए, but his role was match defining along with captain Akshar Patel, who also
Yeah, yeah,
slowed down the innings, took one
correct,
wicket,
correct,
so that
correct.
helped as well. Then definitely.
So
Uh,
after, so though Mukesh started, there was a loose start, but he tightened his line slowly, and he dismissed it, Nicholton, with Akshar taking that beautiful catch actually. So he was no doubt DC's standout bowler, and in an attack which kept MI well under their expected total. So he was, as you mentioned, along with Akshar, had a good, what do you call, control over the match actually. देखा जाए.
yes. Also, while Sameer Rizvi is the story of this match and he played amazingly well, there were concerns. Delhi Capitals were 7-4-2
Hmm.
when Sameer Rizvi entered the game. So that's a
Hmm.
concern that KL Rahul still hasn't come to the party. Nitish Rana
Yes.
was 0 runs, he was run out. So they do need to think about it. It's not all glittery and glory for Delhi Capitals.
Correct. Correct. So, as I mentioned, apart from Bumrah, you have to give credit to even Akshar, and his thought process for both Rohit and Sky. You know, so Rohit Sharma has a strike rate of 91.3 against Akshar only. 91.3 is a subpar compared to Rohit's his striking ability. And Surya Kumar's strike rate is similarly at 88.4. So today, Akshar exploited this today, and he dismissed Rohit for 35. And he kept Sky also quiet inside in his innings, basically. देखा जाए. So that is good on part, good captainship of Akshar, no doubt about that. And on and all, it was a team effort, and 162 could easily be chased with the loss of only 6 wickets, and with Rizvi's super stroke play. And I was a bit sorry that he could not get to his 100. No, he got out at 90. Uh,
Yeah.
and with almost 2 overs to spare, so the NRR also goes up with that score actually. Hetwi,
So
yeah.
let's see how Mumbai Indians comes back, because like Nikhil sir said, Bumrah does need a partner because he can only slow down the innings, but if everybody else league runs, there's nothing to compensate there. Let's see how Mumbai Indians come back, and stay with us, stay tuned. We will come back
One
with
more one more thing I need to say is, out of the 9 matches played till now, uh, including the uh, GT and RR match, if you see, So only 2 matches, which is SRH and KKR, and the GTRR match, have been won by teams chasing.
yeah,
है ना? All the the 7 matches have been won by the team who are chasing, and these
yeah,
two have been won by the team
defended.
defending over. So there is a trend, basically a trend, and questions arise that whether toss strategy and how to approach, whether to chase or whether to set, is also now a big part of the domain of the captain and the coach. So
Yes.
we will see that in the further. It's too early in the tournament. Only 9 matches have happened. So as soon as we reach at the 35-40 mark, we'll come to know how this strategy really is being used by the captains who are playing the matches.
That's very perfectly put, sir. So let's see how the tournament goes on from here. For our viewers, stay tuned. We have GT versus RR review coming up next. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss a notification from Cricket TV, and we'll see you next. Thank you.
देखे क्रिकेट टीवी, जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें, जहां जोश भी है, जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है, आओ देखे क्रिकेट